Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Dr. Tom Becker, who's CEO and President at Iofina. How are you today, Tom?
Hi, Zak. How are you?
I'm doing well. It seems to be a good time for Iofina at the moment, record revenue, etc. But maybe you can explain how that's happened and where you are in your company's life cycle.
Yeah, so Iofina is a specialty chemical company that does two things really. It produces iodine from basically a waste source in the oil and gas industry, and then it takes that iodine and makes value-added derivatives from that iodine or sells that iodine directly. We also have some other compounds that we make as well. But we as a company are in a growth phase. We've had record revenue here for the last 6 years, top $50 million for the first time this year, and are continuing to execute our strategy of continuing to produce more iodine in North America and putting that out into the market.
Well, there might be some older people, older investors, and older people like myself who've known the company for decades. How does this sort of turnaround, positive turnaround, been achieved in the recent past?
So I think, what we've done since like the late 2010, so from 17 to 20, we really focused on our balance sheet and getting our technology to be one of the lowest cost producers in the world. So when we take brine water that's co-produced from oil and gas, we have our own technology to extract iodine from it. And we place plants strategically where there's high volumes of water and high volumes of concentrations and isolate a value-added product out of this waste stream. And we've really focused on bringing our costs down, expanding our plants in areas where there's going to be good production, not overspending, and being prudent in our growth. And from that time, we're able to reduce our debt significantly from back in the late 2010s to where we are today, where we're in a net cash position. So our focus has really been on improving our technology, getting it to a certain point where we're a low-cost producer, and then expanding in the right places. And I think we've done the right thing. We now have 6 plants in operation and another one that we're building to produce iodine, as well as our Iofina chemical division.
And do you think now is a time for people maybe who, like me, remember the legacy times, let's call it, to reinvestigate Iofina and sort of look at it as a long-term growth play?
I think if you look at Iofina as a company, we've, over the last number of years here, really performed well, not only from a top line aspect of our revenues, but from our bottom line, where our EBITDA last year was about $10.8 million. And as an organization, we're not new anymore, as you just said, right? We've established our technology. We have some unique technology. We're in a niche growing area. And I think, we built our latest plant that came online is IO number 9, which we built and opened up last year. We have another plant in progress, which should open up in Q3 this year. We expect to have another plant being built before the end of this year and opening next year. So I think it's the right time for investors to take another look at Iofina. We are not new to the game, but I think if you look at our track record over the last number of years, we've executed our strategies.
And presumably the current management is doing a good job and is responsible for the turnaround and the improvement.
I think the current management has done a great job. And, when we look at people to manage our company, we want a diverse group of talent within the company. Myself, I'm a trained chemist, so I have that kind of technical ability, but I've been on the business side for a number of years. But, we have division leaders that have oil and gas backgrounds. We have geological backgrounds. We have chemistry backgrounds. We have business and finance backgrounds. So we try to build a team with various backgrounds to kind of put them all together, work together to execute the game plan of producing more iodine, producing iodine derivatives, which go into very unique applications, and continue to build onto the group.
And just for people, again, who are not maybe that familiar with the company, I suppose the obvious question, which I'm asking towards the end of the interview, is what's the state of play as far as the iodine market is concerned, and who's buying iodine these days?
Yeah, so the iodine market is about a 37,000 metric ton market. Iodine's used in a number of different areas, the largest of which are X-ray contrast media, injectable drugs. So when people go to get certain CT scans and they want to get better images, sometimes they're injected with an iodine-based drug. That's about 30% of the market these days. Some other applications are LCD screens. So on your phone or on your computer, there's generally a polarized film that has iodine as part of its manufacturing process. Human and animal health, we all need iodine in our health to help regulate our thyroid and prevent diseases like goiter. And there's a number of other applications in industrial areas and pharmaceutical areas. And it's sold around the world. We produce all of our iodine, and all of our operations are in North America. However, we sell our iodine globally to Asian countries, European countries, and in North America as well. Everybody needs iodine in some form or another, and we're happy to provide it.
And you've just had your final results a couple of weeks ago. What are the key things for people to watch out for the rest of the year at Iofina?
Yeah, I think for us, the key is to continue the momentum we've had. The iodine market is strong. Iodine prices are fairly high relative historical rates and have been at these kind of levels for the last 2 years. And for Iofina, it's keep executing what we know how to do, stay within our core technologies, but expand on those as well. And I already mentioned that we have an IO plant that's in construction right now. It should be online here in the next quarter. That should add another 100 to 150 metric tons of production on an annualized basis once it's opened. And we don't plan to stop there. We plan on building other iodine plants right on the back end of that one. Also, one thing that I haven't mentioned all that much is, we take a lot of this iodine that we produce, and we have a company that creates other iodine value-added derivatives. So this company is based in Kentucky in the United States. And, we keep investing in that particular organization to develop new products that contain iodine and other chemistries that we do. And we're excited to be able to expand that company as well.
Dr. Tom Becker, CEO and President at Iofina, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Zach.